My life was perfect. Well, your typical perfect life. One of the popular girls who got good grades in school and didn't get into too much trouble. Had my sweetheart live across the street from me. We dated through high school. Had a dream proposal that would make any girl swoon. Married my soulmate while we were in college. We both landed our dream jobs after graduation. We lived in a good neighborhood. Had 2 beautiful children. What more could I ask for? We lived the perfect life. Sure, we had our ups and downs, but nothing we couldn't face together. It was us against the world. Until my world was shattered. I was in the middle of a presentation when my heart sank as I watched the colors fade to gray. No more reds or blues or greens or even that eyesore of an orange accent wall. Pretty sure the colors also drained from my face because one of my coworkers asked if I was okay. My mind began to race. I had to get home. I just had to. I excused myself from the conference room, trying to save face, but I'm fairly certain I failed at that. I didn't wait for a response. I stepped out of the room and headed to my car. What started as a walk ended up in a sprint within a few yards. Outside the building, now in a dead run to my car, almost getting run over in the parking lot. Fairly certain the driver cursed me out, but I didn't hear a word. All that mattered was that I had to get home. My car roared to life. I sped out of the parking lot. I raced home, weaving in and out of traffic. I was making good time until the driver in front of me decided to go 5 under the speed limit. Can you drive any faster? At least keep up with traffic instead of causing a traffic jam. Cars in the other lane sped past us. There was no way I could change lanes without causing an accident. I laid on my horn. Move! I glanced at my phone. Still no messages. I don't know if that gave me comfort or filled me with dread. They say no news is good news. But I knew that the bad news was coming. The entire time I waited for it to ring. The car in front of me turned. Finally! Now to make up for lost time. Last turn. Almost home. I pulled in the driveway. No police. No ambulance, no nothing. My breathing became heavy. I fumbled the keys out of my bag. I let out a curse as my hands were shaking so much that I couldn't insert the key to unlock the door. Come on, steady yourself. Got it. I inserted the key and unlocked the door. I braced myself for what I would find as I opened the door. I could hear music playing and the smell of supper being cooked. My legs wouldn't move past the doorway. I stood there, frozen. My head started to swim. I couldn't think. I didn't want this to happen. We had our whole lives still. He was healthy. I hear footsteps and see my husband stepping out into the hallway. Both relief and terror washed over me. Is this real? How can this be? I thought I heard the door. You're home early, he said as he came to give me a big hug. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. I stood there, dumbfounded. Sweetheart, I finally found my voice. Yeah, just a crazy day. He let out a small chuckle as he kissed me on the cheek. I can tell. How about this? You sit on the couch, and I'll spoil you tonight. Don't worry about the kids. They're at a sleepover tonight. Dinner will be ready in 20 minutes. Then I'll rub your feet and we'll watch our favorite movie. How does that sound? My head was still spinning so much that I couldn't process what he just said. All I could do was nod. He guided me to the couch and I sat down. I'll be back, my love, he said as he kissed me on the head before heading into the kitchen. How do I tell him? Do I even tell him? Everyone sees color until their soulmate dies, and my world turned gray. So who's the man in the kitchen?